The second season of Bad Sisters takes fans into a dangerous world of guilt and fear after a murder, where the Garvey sisters learn that murder is never really over. 2 years after killing the horrible John Paul Williams, who they lovingly called the Prick, the sisters are caught in a web of rising tensions and possible exposure. The story starts with an interesting flash-forward. 4 of the 5 sisters are in a car, desperately trying to get rid of a body. This scary scene immediately makes it clear that chaos is always with them, even though they seem to be trying to move forward. Grace is getting ready to marry Ian and start over with her life after killing her cruel husband. But the finding of JP's father's dead body in a suitcase could break the peace they worked so hard to build. Each sister has to deal with her problems, and the whole group could face legal consequences. Eva deals with living on her own, Ursula with a broken marriage, Bibi with problems getting pregnant, and Becca with trying to keep her relationship stable. Detective Una Houlihan, a determined young police officer who wants to find the truth, becomes a new investigative danger, making their already complicated lives even more difficult. Roger's sister Angelica is a key new character who adds another layer of possible exposure. Because she is religious but also manipulative, she puts more stress on the sisters and takes over JP's part as a morally hypocritical villain. The season looks at deep issues like trauma, friendship, and how abuse can affect a person's mind for a long time. As the Garvey sisters try to keep each other safe, they are forced to make more and more desperate decisions, which shows how deeply JP's presence still poisons their lives even though he is dead. In the end, Season 2 of Bad Sisters goes from being a story about payback to being a deep look at survival, sisterly bonds, and the complicated moral choices people make to protect the ones they love the most. Sisterhood's turbulent terrain, character journeys in Bad Sisters Season 2. The Garvey sisters must deal with dangerous emotions as they fight their inner problems and maintain a strong family bond. Eva, the oldest, turns out to be a complicated person whose moral compass starts to go crazy when stressed. She used to be the family's rock of strength, but now her honesty is breaking down, showing how much their shared secret has hurt her mental health. The most heartbreaking change is seen in Grace's journey. Still traumatized by years of abuse, she tries to start over with Ian, who is much nicer than her horrible ex-husband. When she decides to say that she killed JP, it's a turning point that breaks her fragile hope for routine. The bad things that happened to her in the past keep coming back to haunt her in shocking and painful ways. Becca changes from the crazy person she used to be to a more stable, but still complicated character. Her relationships and personal problems show.